Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer, where we're going to break down something absolutely foundational. We're looking at Jim Rohn's philosophy on discipline and success. Now, you know the drill. Most people out there, they think success is this massive battle against the outside world, right? We're constantly told we're fighting our circumstances about economy, lack of time, or just plain old bad luck. We burn so much energy trying to conquer those external factors. But actually, scratch that. The real hero's journey starts somewhere completely different. The true battlefield, the place where lasting success or honestly devastating failure is ultimately decided, it isn't out there. It's literally right inside your own head. So, I want you to ask yourself a deeply honest question right now. Are you training your mind, or is your mind training you? We really need to normalize this struggle, because every single day, from the exact second you wake up, your mind is giving you instructions. It's a highly active opponent. Sometimes it's right there with you, pushing you, saying, get up, let's do the work, put in the effort. But other times, well, it whispers, just sleep in, maybe tomorrow. It doesn't really matter right now. Sometimes it pulls you forward toward your big goals, and other times it just desperately drags you backward into complacency. Jim Rohn points out this incredibly powerful truth here. The greatest victory in life isn't over the world outside of you, it's over the world inside of you. If you're struggling, you aren't struggling with life first, you're struggling with your thinking. Inside every single one of us, there's this constant, daily tug of war happening. On one side, you've got the forces of discipline, focus, and growth. And on the flip side, distraction, fear, and comfort. And make no mistake, every single day, one of those sides wins. You know what's absolutely terrifying about comfort, though? It's how incredibly subtle it is. Comfort is dangerous because it doesn't yell at you to give up. It whispers. It whispers these sweet, logical-sounding lies like, hey, take it easy, you can just do it later. Or, you worked super hard yesterday. Just scroll on your phone for 5 more minutes, no big deal. But when you listen to those whispers, when you let comfort win, you are actively choosing to stay exactly where you are. You're choosing stagnation. Which brings us to this crucial realization. Discipline does not begin in your schedule. It begins in your thinking. In today's world, we're all obsessed with productivity apps, complex calendars, perfect morning routines, the whole shebang. But Jim Rohn teaches that your mind acts as the ultimate leader of your life. Think about it. You can have the absolute best schedule in the world, but if the leader is weak, the whole life becomes weak. If a leader caves under pressure, everything gets unstable. You simply can't discipline your physical actions until you first discipline your mental state. That means actively refusing to entertain weak thoughts. It means turning away from self-pity and just flat out refusing to accept self-imposed limitations. To really get a grip on why the mind is the leader, let's walk through this pipeline of success. It's a chain reaction you literally cannot escape, and it dictates the entire trajectory of your life. It starts so quietly, entirely internal. Every action starts as a thought becomes a decision becomes an action becomes a habit, and a habit, well, that becomes your future. Look closely at that progression. This is how an initial, quiet, fleeting thought eventually transforms into a permanent, concrete reality. If you let doubt, fear, or excuses sneak in at step 1, they're absolutely going to show up to ruin step 5. Your future is actively being written by the thoughts you permit today. So let's pivot from the abstract mechanics of the mind for a second and look at how this actually plays out in real life. We've been completely conditioned by movies, TV, and those flashy social media highlight reels to think of success as this single glamorous event. We sit around waiting for that one big opportunity or one massive cinematic breakthrough. But real success? It's highly predictable. It's a pattern. It's all about those unglamorous small choices that actually matter immensely. Success isn't a training montage. It's a random Tuesday morning when you really don't want to get out of bed, but you do it anyway. It's built one disciplined decision at a time. It's that constant daily practice of choosing what you want most over what you want right now. It's kind of like a seed planted in the ground. A seed doesn't become a massive, towering tree overnight, right? It grows quietly. It develops its roots without noise, without attention, and entirely without any external recognition or applause. Society always wants those microwave instant results, but true greatness, it's agricultural. It isn't built by sudden, erratic bursts of extreme intensity. It is built by consistency compounding over time. Every single disciplined action you take is building something deep inside you: strength, character, just unstoppable momentum. And eventually, inevitably really, those quiet, invisible efforts break right through the surface and become undeniable, visible results that the whole world can see. Now, what's really interesting about this is just how simple it is in practice. Look at these ground-level daily habits: waking up on time, reading and learning every day, focusing on your goals, and practicing your skills. These are not complicated strategies, but the simplicity is actually the trap. Because they're easy to do, they are also incredibly easy not to do. Daily discipline is a game changer because what you do daily becomes who you become. Repetition shapes your identity. If you repeat discipline, you don't just act disciplined, you become a disciplined person. You aren't just ticking boxes on some to-do list, you are literally forging your future identity through these simple, repetitive daily disciplines. But of course, there's a fierce enemy to this whole process, and Jim Rohn frames it with this incredibly stark imagery. Excuses are the nails used to build a house of failure. Man, think about how profound that is. Most people don't fail suddenly or spectacularly. They fail gradually, slowly, through small excuses repeated over time. Mental weakness isn't some genetic trait you're just born with. It's a skill that you inadvertently practice. Every single time you give in to an excuse, you hammer in another nail. You're teaching your mind that quitting is an acceptable option, until eventually, your true potential is just completely buried inside a house you built yourself. And the ultimate trap here is that excuses are brilliant masqueraders. They sound entirely logical in the heat of the moment. Oh, I'm too tired today. I'll have more energy tomorrow. It's just not the right time. It sounds perfectly reasonable, doesn't it? But it's really just resistance, and it always leads to a heavy burden of regret later on. We act like brilliant defense attorneys for our own laziness. A weak mind constantly negotiates with its goals, desperately searching for an out. But a strong mind, it simply decides. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when motivation is entirely absent. Let me tell you, the moment you stop negotiating with yourself, absolutely everything changes. Let's move to how this builds into an incredible realization. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. And your system is your daily discipline. You don't need a perfect, unbreakable mind to start. You don't always have to feel strong or ready or highly motivated. Motivation is just a fleeting feeling anyway, but discipline, that's a reliable system. You just need a willing mind, a mind that flat out refuses to negotiate on the non-negotiables. When things get hard, when you are dead on your feet exhausted, you fall back on your system. If your system is strong, your future is strong. Taking disciplined action is literally the ultimate guaranteed cure for doubt. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when you finally align your mind and your actions. Think of a simple magnifying glass. Sunlight that's scattered across the surface warms it up a little bit, but ultimately does absolutely nothing remarkable. But if you take that same sunlight and focus it intensely into a single tiny point, you can create a roaring fire. Scattered energy produces scattered, mediocre results. And look, we all live in an era of notifications, endless noise, and constant distractions pulling our sunlight in 100 different directions, totally diluting our potential. But when you fiercely protect your attention and engage in deep focus, you actually multiply your time. Focused, disciplined attention creates massive, fiery transformation. So what does this all mean for us? It brings us to the ultimate question you have to answer today. Will you protect your comfort, or will you protect your future? Because Jim Rohn's philosophy makes one thing crystal clear: there's no way you can protect both. They are completely incompatible. Every single excuse you accept today acts as a hard limitation on your tomorrow. But every excuse you bravely reject today becomes undeniable strength for your future. The choice is entirely yours. So, moving forward, are you going to continue entertaining the noise, or will you take absolute control over your attention? Start leading your mind before it leads you.